5G has been a lot in the news lately, and as many of you will know, this is a new mode of communication for mobile phones. So it has even formed the basis for some conspiracy theories, even connecting with the coronavirus. So in this video, I will try to explain what 5G is, and then you can decide for yourself if you should be afraid of it. Of course, I cannot decide for you if you should be afraid, but I can give you all the information. A good place to start to learn about 5G is Wikipedia, as for many subjects. And so here is the page about 5G, and there you can read here in the middle that 5G is actually transmitted by radio waves from one antenna to another. So then, of course, it remains to be seen what radio waves are. So radio waves are electromagnetic radiation. A bit further down the page, it says that 5G is actually radio waves with a frequency of 600 to 700 megahertz, or even higher up with 2.5 to 3.7 gigahertz, with then going up to 40 gigahertz. So what do they mean by that? For that, let's have a look at electromagnetic radiation. And once again, for this, I also look at Wikipedia, and here on the graph on the right, you see that electromagnetic radiation is just a varying magnetic field and electric field. So here you see the red vector going up, which is the electric field, and the blue vector going left and right. And this is a magnetic field. And in fact, this varying magnetic field and electric field form light. And what is determining the nature of this light is very much how fast it goes up and down. And how fast it goes up and down is determined by the frequency. And this was stated on the previous page with this let's say 5 to 700 megahertz. This is a frequency. It's expressed in hertz, and hertz is telling you how much the wave goes up and down within a single second. So if it's 500 megahertz, it will go up and down 500 million times per second. So it's a very quick variation, and that's why we just see it as steady light, because it's just too quick to see the single variations. So thinking about normal radio waves, the one you would have in an FM band, there the frequency is 100 megahertz. So that means that it's going up and down 100 million times per second. So then coming back to 5G, 5G is around 1 gigahertz to 10 gigahertz, so meaning that it goes up and down around 10 to 100 times faster than the FM radio waves. So here in this graph you see the effect of a different frequency in electromagnetic radiation. As shown in this wiggly line, you see that on the right there is a very slow up and down motion, and so that would correspond to low frequency waves, and on the left you have this very quickly going up and down wave which has a high frequency. And this is also indicated on this horizontal axis here with a low frequency on the right and high frequency on the left. And so these FM radio waves that I talked about are around 100 megahertz, which is around here, and 5G radio waves are around this region in the electromagnetic spectrum. And so it's clearly indicated what happens with this frequency. As you see in this part of the spectrum, which is enlarged here, you see that the frequency is actually determining the color of the light. So the visible light is going from 400 terahertz, light is going up and down 400 trillion times per second. So this corresponds to a color of red, but then as the frequency goes up, the frequency goes to 700 terahertz and the color changes to blue. So each frequency is just determining a different color of light. And so that's what it is. 5G is also just a different color of light. And now you may wonder if light can actually be dangerous. And of course it is. Many of you will have heard of ultraviolet radiation. Ultraviolet radiation is what gets you sunburned on the beach, and also in the long run it will cause skin cancer. And even more dangerous are X-rays and gamma rays. They have very energetic radiation causing cancer in your body cells when they hit it. But then also for lower frequency waves, for instance microwaves, these are also dangerous. But this danger is caused by the resonance between the frequency of the wave and the natural frequency of your water molecules in your body. But then visible light is not dangerous, and also for 5G, no direct danger is known right now. Of course, it is impossible or very hard to test what will happen in the long run, but there's no reason to assume that they are more dangerous than these radio waves at 100 megahertz for the FM band, because these have been around for more than 50 years or even 100 years. So, should you be afraid of 5G? Well, of course, it's up to you to decide. As I explained, 5G is just another color of light. Just like the 4G that is operational in mobile phones right now, and 3G, which has been around for already a long time. Also, it's very similar to what is there in FM radio waves, and so even the sun is emitting light in all these colors, in radio waves, in visible light, in X-rays, and so these radio waves are really everywhere around us. So if you want to decide, if you do decide to be afraid of 5G, then also you should be afraid of this FM radio waves and mobile phones as they are now, and even of the sun.